Hello and welcome back to Industrious. I am your host, Micaiah Shaw, and today I have a very important and special guest, my husband, Eric Shaw. Say hello, Eric.
Hello.
Nice. Good job. Today we're going to be having a very light and cheerful chat about camping and what we love about it, how we do it, and why you should try it out too. What do you love about camping, Eric?
I love that when you go camping, you are disconnecting from everything. You are immersing yourself in God's creation and nature and slowing down so you can actually notice it more than you normally do.
And enjoy the people you're camping with.
That too.
Fewer distractions, all that stuff. That's what I like. I think becoming a mom and having a home, it definitely is something to enjoy, being away from floors I should mop and
decks we want to build.
We're not going to talk about that yet. We are ignoring a deck project currently.
Actively, not currently. Actively.
We're podcasting. It's important. And so yeah, I think camping is it's funny because I think what I enjoy most about camping is the setting up camp, which is like creating a little household over there. And I enjoy cooking, making breakfast. I enjoy cleaning up. I enjoy like all of the like prepping and cleaning and all those jobs, but it's just like different than at home.
I think you personally enjoy the problem solving. That's what we both enjoy. It's like you get out there and it's not really extreme, but it is challenging yourself to pivot with different things and figure out how you can make things work.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to say that, like, what our experience is with camping. So growing up, I didn't do any camping growing up until high school in Germany when I joined a scouting group and we got into camping with the scouting version of camping, which was interesting in its own respect. But Isaac, my brother, and I did it together, so that was fun. Yeah, we got to do all the camping things. We got to go on ropes courses and hiking and biking and whitewater rafting and all these really crazy adventures.
But where did you do all that? Did you do it in the U.S. or did you do it?
No, yeah, we did that in Germany, which was a really cool experience. But it was just like this sudden emergence into outdoorsiness that I had not experienced before. I was not a super outdoor. I mean, we would play outdoors as kids, but we weren't super outdoorsy. So that was a new world being opened up to me. But did you grow up camping with your family?
Yes, we did. We did semi-regularly campouts with my extended family. So everybody would be camping out at my grandparents' A-frame cabin.
Oh, and you would go on hunting trips too.
And hunting trips at the same site.
With the cousins.
We no longer have that location, but I grew up going there all the time.
Yeah, that's cool. So, and then after getting married, you and I have been camping pretty much every summer. We should tell the story of our first
inaugural camping in which we deemed... We thought we were prepared, right?
We were not prepared.
Well, no, we had a skillet. We had a cast iron skillet, right?
What happened was we had registered for a lot of camping gear.
Yeah, so we had stuff.
So for our wedding, a lot of people bought us.
Yeah, so we had a lot of your
cousin, like a lot of aunts and uncles, got us our camping gear, which we were so excited about. So we packed it all into a tub, and that was our camping tub. So we were like, "Hey, you want to go camping?" And threw the tub in the car.
We just went for
it. And we went. And then we got there and realized we don't have any silverware.
We didn't have any silverware.
Or a spoon. Or like a cooking spatula.
But we had all the food, right?
Yeah, we did.
So we found a stick. We found a stick and we cut it in half.
Yes.
Because then we knew that the bark was on it. And we thought, oh, well, if it's just the bark, then it's clean. Right, so we had our camping stick.
Yes.
Our cooking stick and then our burning sticks that we burned off.
And I had to keep it in a special spot where you would put it in the fire and that would be bad. But yeah, so that camping trip went surprisingly well. Yeah. I think just because we kind of just rolled with whatever.
And now what do we have? So the first one we had almost nothing and we had to use a stick to cook
I was going to ramp up slowly. So that was the first camping trip. And then from there, we learned pretty quickly to have a little more. And I think we did get a lot of brand new stuff from registering for things. But then we did a lot of thrifting of stuff because, like I was going to say it a little bit later, but thrifting camping stuff I've found to be really, really beneficial for us because a lot of people get rid of camping gear when they're like upgrading or when they've decided that camping just isn't their speed anymore. It's not something their family does anymore. And it doesn't really matter if camping stuff is in pristine condition because it's going to be camping gear. You're going to get it dirty anyway. It's going to get knocked around. Yeah. So I got a whole bunch of camping dishes, like the metal, like the tin and enamel.
Yeah, we liked getting that.
I really like those, but they've got some like dents in them, but we don't mind. Yeah, it holds coffee / alcohol, just beverages. Fine. Beverages of any sort. Beverages. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, I was going to get to that later. But so we collected the items that we had found to be lacking from our first camping trip. And then we went on a couple camping trips with our church.
Yeah, we did the second really one was the church camping trip. Yeah. And that was fun. Then we did it 2 sites with your parents. Yeah, so we have coerced my side of the family to go camping with us. Pops didn't take that much coercing.
It didn't take very long. My dad has taken to camping, like, I think he did camping growing up, but he and my mom never took us camping as little kids. I think he was very smart in waiting till he had sons and sons-in-law who were capable of doing all the work and heavy lifting, and so he gets to just wake up and somebody hands him a coffee and then he eats a few meals and then somebody hands him a whiskey and it's really great. It's really fun to have lots of family around, especially with us being in the stage of life with little kiddos. At some point they go to bed and it's nice to have people camping with us that we can hang out with after. Yeah. After the early bedtime for the kids.
Yeah. And Graham was Graham. The second one was Graham. We had Graham with us, but he wasn't 2. He was
for his first camping trip. I think he was only 9 months.
9 months, yeah, but he was just out of incubation or whatever you call it. Yeah. Lockdown.
Oh yeah. For him, quarantine. He was a preemie, so he was stuck at home for a while to be safe. But then we went camping as soon as we could. Mm-hmm. And he loved it. Just being outside is his favorite.
We're kind of talking about how we do it. We kind of like to just... I think I like the idea of just being able to be free to just go on a weekend. Mm-hmm. Because it's camping, you throw a tent. Keeping it as the idea of throwing a tent up and getting out there and figuring things out. Not necessarily all the things, but like some of them, enough that like our kids will be able to figure things out on their own.
Or they will have been taught how to do it. And I think what our first instinct to have a camping tub we've stuck to. We've just filled out the camping tub so that it has all the things we actually need. But it is kind of set up so that we can just throw it in the car and go if we have our food and clothes with us and everything. But, and then, what else was I going to say?
I think we were ramping up. We took your parents and we camped. And then
we did some tent camping with them.
We just took that. Well, this is going to be the 3rd time, right? Coming up.
Or it's our 4th summer.
It's our 4th summer. So the 3rd time was with your parents again. Mm-hmm. And we did a little bit better of a site. Right?
Yeah, we got a site that would hold all of us a little bit better, and it was flatter. We went to the same camping grounds a couple summers in a row, so that we figured out which site would fit us best. And that was great. It was way more comfortable, and we had a really good time.
Everybody was on flat ground.
Yeah, everybody was not rolling down a hill in their sleeping bag accidentally in the middle of the night. But that was fun, and we also threw in a lot of other activities. I think that's another thing that's a lot of fun to do when camping with other people. It keeps some activity going. When if it were just us, we would do some cooking, and then clean up the cooking, and then we'd look at our little ones and be like, well, we could go for a walk. But with the whole gang, there's a lot more entertainment and energy going. Yeah. So we went on bike rides, we went on some walks, we went to the lake to swim, all those things. So we definitely love all those things. And definitely cooking as a group. I enjoy that a lot.
Where did we go? We went, where was that park called? What was that place? Lake Chocolat?
Yeah, up near Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, so we went there twice now.
And we're planning on going camping a lot more this summer.
Yeah, where are we
more
going?
More than just once or twice, which has been our average the past few summers.
We want to go more. We just...
Well, so we went ahead and bit the bullet and bought a pop-up camper. An old, used pop-up camper. We told ourselves we were going to wait. Yes, we did not wait.
No. Well, we found it on Marketplace, right?
Facebook Marketplace.
For grand, and we told ourselves $2,500 was the max.
Mm-hmm.
So when we found this one for $1,000, we said yes.
Yes. And it's an old one, which we don't mind.
No.
Basically, the people we bought it from, they were explaining it. They're like, well, right now, because it needs a new battery in order for the electricity to run. But they're like, right now, it's really just a glorified tent on wheels, which we were like, that's fine. A tent on wheels works for us, especially for you'll be able to do some electrical in it at some point, but for right now, it's just nice to have a place for the kiddos to take a nice nap during the day, because that's the one thing that's hard to get little kids to do, I think, when you're camping, is still get that nap in, because it's hard to want to put them in a tent in the sun in the middle of the day and have them just slowly baking in there trying to get them to sleep. It doesn't go well. And then you have really crappy kids before it's even dark because the days are so long.
The color on their cheeks equals the level of grumpiness.
Oh, yes.
And dragon slaying you have to do after they wake up.
It's true. Yeah, they get pretty grumpy. So it'll be nice to have the camper to pop them in, have a fan going, or we've got a battery-operated fan, so just have them in there, be able to take a little nap. And then it's also nice just that the camper now holds all of our camping gear, so really, now all we have to do, instead of throwing the tub in the car, now all we have to do is hook the car up to the tub and then pull it off down the road.
And all the camping gear can go in there, and all the food can go in the expedition, because we've got an expedition as well.
Yeah, for our expeditions. So I think what we've learned is we don't at all mind buying very used items and putting them to good use ourselves out in the great outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We don't mind at all. We're looking forward to it this summer.
And it's fun to get out and take, especially with little kids, because our boys love seeing all the little things, especially bugs.
Yeah,
and it just gets you out there and seeing the amazingness.
You forget how much they haven't even ever encountered before in their little lives. So
and
it's
looking at it through a new set of young, amazed eyes makes you really see how amazing all the little intricate creations that God has around us are.
It's true. It's true. And we just enjoy the slowing down, unplugging, focusing on the people who are with us. And then you don't need a lot of gear to do that for the most part. And we're excited for those to be the memories that our kids have in the summers, I think.
Yeah.
Just the being willing to go and solve problems if things come up, and just be cheerful about it and call it part of the adventure if it happens, which it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try out that pop-up camper.
Yeah, exactly. We're waiting on pins and needles. We bought it a few weeks ago while we were in the middle of demoing our deck, which is another talk for another podcast or a video. I am working on some video footage of that because it's the first big project that we've done to our house.
We gave our deadline. We gave ourselves a deadline.
I gave us a deadline.
That's true. You did give us a deadline.
We've left the pop-up camper open, and just sitting in our driveway enticingly, just like picture what you could be doing, as an encouragement to finish our big project. But yes, in a couple weeks we're gonna take it out on its inaugural Shaw summer vacation. Yeah. I think this podcast doesn't have a lot of serious tips or exhortations, except try camping out. Even if you haven't done a lot of camping, if your family weren't campers, you can change that. You can go camping, even if it's in the backyard. I remember we did do that once or twice as kids.
Yeah, we did it.
We camped in the backyard. Which, I mean, it usually kind of sprinkled and everybody ended up inside halfway through the night or something, like at 2 a.m. Everybody was like, well, my bed's right inside, so I'll just go sleep there.
We just rolled inside. We rolled down the hill because we set it up on a slope. Perfect. We ended up sleeping anyways.
Yeah, you sleep somewhere. But yeah, so I think it's definitely worth a shot. And it is just problem solving the whole time. But a good kind of problem solving.
Yeah, you can't go into it thinking it's going to be amazing. It's going to be...
Or that things are going to go perfectly.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. You have to go into it knowing that things are going to go wrong. And
you're going to wake up a few times at night.
And there's stories that you're going to get out of it. At the time, they're not fun, but you look back at it and you're like, remember that time?
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun.
And it is. I'm excited to see what our kids will, like, focus on. You know, like, in the future when they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that one time. This was so great. And you and I'll be like, what? That wasn't so great. What are you talking about?
It was
it's like,
wet.
I was very annoyed. Hopefully not that, but hopefully they have positive memories of it. But anyway, that's our little chat for this week.
Yeah, that's our chat about camping.
Yep. Let's go build a deck.
Let's go build a deck.
So we can go camping. Happy camping, everybody.